The state legislature has broken a record, but probably not one you're excited about. It's holding more taxpayer money in reserve than ever before, and critics say the legislature is less than transparent in announcing it. Dennis Owens has a story from our state capitol.
This is the Legislative Audit Advisory Commission.
In a 16-minute hearing, the commission changed chairman from Republican George Dunbar to Democrat Pat Harkins.
Hearing none, congratulations. And here, you can have a gavel.
And it voted to accept and approve the General Assembly's balance sheet.
I'll adjourn this meeting. Thank you for everything.
But it wasn't until hours later that it publicly released the General Assembly's balance sheet.
This is an astonishing display of no sunshine.
When finally released, the report showed the legislature sitting on a record surplus of more than $261 million taxpayer dollars.
People say, why is there a surplus?
New chair Pat Harkins says what every chair before him has said. The legislature needs money should it have a budget standoff with the governor.
You want to make sure everybody gets paid. You want to make sure that all the departments are funded well.
It is said a lot, and critics argue it's overstated.
We had a budget impasse under Governor Rendell. All the state workers got paid. That's a settled issue.
So how much surplus is enough? The last Democratic chair of the commission, Josh Shapiro, said in 2008 there's no policy on the surplus, and there ought to be one. I think we should have a policy a long time ago to limit the surpluses. Does he still believe that? Governor Shapiro, who is now in budget negotiations with that legislature, has no comment, but others do.
I think there are a lot better things to be spending taxpayers' money on than creating a big surplus for the General Assembly.
They don't need $250 million in a slush fund.
$261 million, actually, and it's perhaps intentionally hard to follow that money. Then Speaker Brian Cutler moved $40 million from funds labeled Legislative Data Processing Center. The new chair promises a new approach.
And there's always creative financing. Everybody has a way of marketing things or branding things, but we've got to bring that to light and make sure that the public understands what that is and what it's used for.
And as chair, you committed to that?
I believe so, yes.
That audit commission hearing was held about an hour before Governor Josh Shapiro's first budget address, when media scrutiny predictably was elsewhere. In Harrisburg, Dennis Owens, ABC 27 News.